What is up everybody, I'm Mear and welcome back to another episode on Vasten 2. We are here in Dawnport in that little area that we designed last time. And we're not gonna stay here long because for the first part of this episode, we'll be working over at our storage system for our I think it's regular now. When is something regular actually? Anyway, we are here for a regular building part of the episode where we're gonna work on the side of the storage, and I want to get quite a lot of it done. I want to get this wall done and this wall done, and if we have any time left over, I want to maybe start on this wall as well. I'm first gonna copy the other side to this side. We're gonna make it basically identical. I'm gonna start with that, but as always we'll just all see this happen at once, and I want to try something different. I've been playing a lot of Assassin's Creed Black Flag lately, and they've got a really cool transition where it shows you like the lines of how everything works and everything connects. And I want to give my editing buddy, which is just future me, I want to give him a challenge, and I want to see if he can recreate that with this in Minecraft. So hopefully, if everything should be going right, you should see that transition right about now. And this is how this side turned out, and I did continue it over on this side, but then I stopped off the stone part because I've got the rest of an episode to worry about, and I think it's gonna take a while to get everything working correctly because the material that we're gonna work on for the rest of the episode, the thing that we're gonna do, it's not simple, it's quite tricky redstone stuff. Yeah, I am Ghost Mear because I need to do some calculations. I need to do some counting. I need to count out how many chunks this storage building is, because we are gonna chunk load the whole storage area so it doesn't break when somebody leaves it running. So if I remember correctly, I press these two and then we can count out. So we got 1 chunk, 2, 3, that should be fine. Then the next layer we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then 14, yeah, that should be fine. 15 chunks. Let's turn this off because that's just a bit annoying. So we need 15 chunks to be loaded. I don't know if I can do that with 1 chunk loader or if I have to build 15 of those. So we'll prepare for the worst case scenario, which is 15 chunk loaders, which means 15 times 13 obsidian, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 150 obsidian. That took me a while. I should be able to do that faster. 150 obsidian, which is roughly 2.5 stacks. Yeah, something like that. So I need to gather 2.5 stacks of obsidian. And once I've got that, I think we'll build one, see if it works, and we'll go from there. I don't really have a plan for this. I don't know how it works. Never built one before. 1 out of 15 of the chunk loaders is now done, and how this works is actually quite simple. There's just 2 nether portals playing catch with each other. So we launch an item from this side to the nether where it gets caught and it gets sent back. And how we do that is we put an item in the bottom dropper over here. It gets shot through the nether portal and it will get sent back in, and then it will get picked up by some hopper minecarts, which are underneath the portal, which will put it back into this dropper, which shoots it back. And in the nether, it's exactly the same circuit, and it keeps the chunk loaded for a minute every time it shoots through. So now the chunk will be loaded for a minute, and now it will refresh and will be loaded for a minute again. So actually we don't need to do it this quickly, but if we're gonna do another circuit that only triggers every minute, it's gonna take a lot more resources, and since I have to build this 15 times, I've opted for this design. Now, there's one problem that I'm quite scared of, and that is portal linking. It could be that this portal will link up with another portal that's somewhere in here, and it will mess up the whole system. So every time I build one of these, I'll have to test it out and see if it works. And to do that, I'll probably just put a redstone lamp right here, and that should fire every time it goes on. So that's how we can tell that the circuit is working. So we're just gonna block this for now by putting a redstone block there. Perfect. And now it should stop, and we can build a couple more of those, and if I run into any problems, I'll tell you about it. If it works fine, which I definitely think it won't happen, but in the slightly impossible event that nothing goes wrong, we should have 15 chunk loaders finished in the next clip. So what I thought would happen happened. Portal linking is a big problem because these two portals are way too close together to make this work. Let me show you. If I put an item in here, boop, it will go through the portal, but it will end up in that one. And it will keep going through this one because, well, whatever the reason is, once the item goes through this one, on the other side, it goes back to the normal one. Let's head on over to the overworld. It goes to the right portal here, but then going back to this one. So if we're now in the back one, this is hard to explain, but you can see a blinking over there in the background. It's a problem. We end up in this one once we go through, but once we go back, we end up in the wrong one. Even if we stand over here, I think. Yeah, we end up over here and we picked up the item, so the thing should stop. You were in the back one, which is the wrong one, and there's no way I can put these more spread out because there's gonna be portals next to each other in this direction and also in this direction. So I'm lost. I don't know how to fix this unless there must be a solution to this, but I can't figure it out right now. What I'm thinking in my head is a system where there's only one portal in the nether, and then maybe it will travel the item around. Actually, that could quite well work. I've got an idea, but I don't think I can build it in the time that's left. Let's go over to the overworld. So imagine we only have one portal in the nether, which every one of these portals syncs to. So whichever portal it goes through, it will end up in that portal in the nether. And then it will always end up, if it comes back, it will always end up in this one for whatever reason. So then we need a system that takes the item from here and put it in the next portal in line. So it will first go to that one, then it will come back here, then it will go to the next one. So we kind of need a counter system and then some hopper logic, and it's gonna be quite complicated to build. And I don't have time for that. But what I do have time for is if I put on my reporter suit, I've got an appointment with Morg because he's gonna show me the rest of his buildings. Actually, he's only gonna show me another fraction of it because he has way too many of it. But I think he's gonna show me his manor house, which is quite epic from the outside. So I hope it will be worth my time, and I'll share it with you guys. So let's head over to Dawnport TV and we'll meet him there. Well, this isn't Dawnport TV with Morg. How do I say this correctly? I accidentally deleted the footage, so we can't watch that. The footage is gone. It's not like I can magically let it reappear. That it's a bad mistake on my part. I hope I won't do that. Are my eyes two different colors? What the heck is going on? I've never noticed that. That's something that shouldn't be right. How the heck did that happen? Anyway, as I was saying, there won't be any Downport TV this time because me has been a dum-dum and deleted the footage that I needed to keep. So, well, I have to end the episode a bit short this week. I hope you really don't mind. Before I lose you guys, hold on 1 minute. I've got one thing to say. There has been one video that has been blowing up. This week it reached 1,000 views, which is insane. It absolutely blows my mind. So for next week, maybe you could expect a follow-up on that. But anyway, if you liked this episode, hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and all the good stuff. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye guys, bye.